Hello, welcome to Capsim Capstone 2023 and 24. This video gives the top 10 winning tips for each round, and this is the winning tips for round 1. So you see on the screen, you see we take team E as example. In Capsim Capstone, all the 6 teams are the same, but this example we use for team E, but the numbers can be used for only any teams are the same at the start. So don't worry about the number of team. And the tip number 1, we look at the industry condition report. You know that Capsim has sensors, the sensor manufacturers. So we produce sensor for the other business to use in the electronics and thousands of products, right? So we are the original equipment manufacturers, OEM, right? So we produce sensors in 5 segments: low end, traditional, high end, performance, and size. You see on the screen, right? Low end, low cost, traditional, high end, and performance and size. And for each product, we need to update the product to reduce the size, increase performance, and reduce the size each round. In each round, we need to increase performance and reduce the size. You see on the screen, the update performance and size for 5 products are different for each round. So my suggestion, you can use the Excel file to calculate the R&D for each round faster and more precisely. So you see the table 2, the center of each segment for each round. So basically, some teams will use this number to update the product for 8 rounds. For example, for performance, you see on the screen 5.7 for 14.3. For low end 3 and 17, high end performance and size. But this is not right, not correct. You need to update the product one more time using the idea spot in table 3 here. So this is very important tip. Tip number 1, very important. So we for tip number 1, we use the industry condition report. Remember to use the industry condition report for round 1 to set up the Excel file, so we can use this for the next 8 rounds, right? 8 rounds. So when you download the free Excel file under this video, you can check that the link in the comment part. You can download that in the comments part. I'll take some link in the comments under this video, right? So we have 5 product segment, and remember to update the product with the idea spot here. I have updated in the Excel file also, so we should just use the Excel file for 8 rounds. But remember to check the industry condition report, because that may be different from game to game. And another thing is to check another information from the industry condition report is to check the table 4 for the growth rate for each segment. We have 5 segments with different growth rate. Traditional 9%, low end 11.7, traditional 9.2, low end 11.7, high end 16.2, performance 19.8, and size 18.8. So if you look at this, you may have a tendency to you may have the intention to focus on high end performance and size, but that is not correct, because even they have very high growth rate, the market share is very low, only 10%. You can check that in the career report later. And traditional 9%, low end 11%, but traditional accounts for 30%, and low end maybe 40%, close to 40%. So only traditional and low end accounts for 70%. So 10% growth of 70% is very high. So my suggestion for the strategy, focus on low end and traditional, and also you can select one of the 3 segments you focus on. Maybe performance is okay, right? Performance. So that's some information from the industry condition report. And another important information from industry condition report is the buying criteria of customer. The buying criteria of customer is very important when we set the pricing strategy. So we need to know what segment customer is the most price sensitive, right? Price sensitive. So for the traditional price sensitive is 20%, because it influences the 23% of buying criteria of customers. So we should set low price for the each segment. I also set the most optimal price here for on the product in the 8 rounds. So remember, we can use this table, but also we need to check the competitor pricing. And the second segment here is the low end segment. You see on the screen the low end segment, and the price for low end segment is very important, 53% of buying decision. So we set very low price for the low end here, you see that, and also reduced by each round. And we also check for the high end price, not important at all, only 9%, right? So we set very high price for the high end, right? Very high price for the high end. And for the performance segment, the price also not so important, quite important but not so important, 19%. We also set high price for performance segment, right? And MTBF, or MTBF stand for mean time before failures. That's the durabilities of the product, 27,000 is very important. So when we set the MTBF for performance, we set that 27,000 hours, the max to produce. So that's how we can sell much better in performance segment. High price but very high MTBF. For the size, it's very important to update the product each round, and also update each round to maintain the edge, but the price not important at all. So for the size product, we also set the price close to that 34.5%. So that's $34.5 and reduce 50 cents each round. So that's all the information we get from the industry condition report, right? So it can be considered the winning tip number one. In use industry condition report. Now we can use the tip number 2. We use a free Excel file to calculate R&D for each round. So we have calculated that already. Remember, this comes from the industry condition report. Industry condition report. Here. So again, this industry condition report, we check that in the Excel file to make sure numbers are the same, all the numbers are the same, and then but we don't use this number, we use this number, the next table, when we have updated with the idea spot of table 3 here. So now we are going to put that into the game. We put that into the game, right? So the first product is 5.7, the second 14.3 for size. As a low end, we will not update. Remember, the low end we will not update because this product needs 7 years to sell best, and then now the 8 is 5.6, close to 7. So this product selling very well. We don't update that. We will update that in round 3, and one more time in round 7. For the high end, we try to put 8.9.8 and 10.2, and see that is not possible, right? Not possible because the launching date is quite far, so we will reduce a little bit to 9.8, 8.9, 8.9, and 11.1, and then we check the launching date. The launching date will be fine. Right? So now we check that for the update for the performance 10.4, and 15.3, that's 27,000, and 4.7 and 9.6, 20,000. And now this is very important, we add a new product in low end, so that we can have double sales and profit from round double sale and profit from round can get double sale and profit from round 3 and 4, right? So now we put that 4.5 and 15.5 and 14,000. So this is the second low end product, right? Okay, now we have used tip 1 and tip 2, winning tip 1 and winning tip 2 for Capstone 10 round 1, right? So now we we use the industry condition report. We use a free Excel file to calculate IND, and tip 3 we update IND, and also we add a new product in round 1 and round 2 and round 3. Remember that in round 1 we add a new product in low end segment, and then we can start the production from round 2, and we can double the sales and profit for low end. The largest market share 35% in from round 3 and 4 to lead the game with top sales and profit. And now we check the we set the price for each round. So we set in the marketing part, right? Marketing part. So again, you can check the report here, industry condition report we have used already. Now we check the details for 5 product segment from traditional, low end, high end, performance and size here. Traditional, low end, high end, performance and size here. So it's very important here. We know the price range for each product, and then we can use Excel file to calculate that, right? So now we check the price for traditional. The price range here, you see, 20 to 30, and then we set the price 29.5. The price is not so important, 23% only. And for the low end, the price range here, price range from 15 to 25, but it's very important, right? 53% here, you see that. And then we set the price from 20.5 and reduce extra 20.5 here. That's because on another is recorded on the price started here, right? 21, so we reduce by 50 cents. And for the high end, the price range for 30 to 40, but it's not really important, only 9%. So we set the price 39.5. Set the price 39.5. And for the performance, you see performance segments here, the price 20 to 35, 25 to 35, but it's not so important, 19%. So we set the price 34.5. The last segment is a size segment here. The price not so important, 9%. So we set the price 34.5. So that's the reason why we set the price. So now we put that into the game, right? You see the price, that's 29.5 for traditional, and 20.5 for low end, and 39.5 for high end, 34.5 for the performance, and 34.5 for the size segments. And now also it's important that we know that this account for the traditional segment is account for very high. I saw that again for you, so you can see that the traditional segment account for 32%, and low end segment accounts for 39%. All of them, both of them accounts for 70%, more than 70%, and the high end only 11%. Performance 8.4%, and size only 8.7%. That's why we focus on traditional with very strong budget for promotion and sales, right? And the other we can use this, right? We can use 1,200. Okay, so that's for the pricing and setting the promotion and sales. And now tip number 6 is very important. We calculate the sales forecast. We calculate the sales forecast for round 1, right? So to calculate the sales forecast for round 1, we use career report again, but page number 4. We use page number 4. We have this number, right? So remember we have unit we sold from last round here. You see this number we copy into the Excel file, and we also have inventories here. So we note to take care of the inventories. You see that I highlight for you so you can remember. And we use Excel file to calculate that by using the unit we sold from last round with segment growth, and we can add about 20% in the early round because we have very strong promotion and sale and update the product correctly. So that's a way we calculate the sale forecast. Now we put into the game the sale forecast here, right? You see that's what we put in 1309 and 2326 and 510 and 515 and 446. If you are watching this video, I'm sure that you win more than half of the game already, right? So for the account reversal, we set 35 days. Now we change to production. So tip number 7, winning tip number 7 is to calculate the production schedule. So we do it now. Calculate the production schedule. So this is the screen of production. So we will use Excel file to calculate that. We use a sales forecast and we deduct inventory, and then we have production schedule. So that's 1120, 2324, 470, 437, and 384. And for the new product, we don't have that. We check it again to make sure we put the number correctly, right? So now it's very important decision for round 1. We have 8 rounds, so we should have the vision that we have 2 shifts here. We have the capacity here. We can produce 200% of this one, 200%, 2 times of this capacity, because the second shift here, right? So this product, the demand only this, and we have this capacity is too high, so we don't need that much. We sell some. This we need more because we have only capacity. Max we can produce 2,800. We have this production schedule, so we add 200. And this also we have the capacity is too high and demand only this number. We can produce max to 1,800 and the demand around 500. We don't need that much capacity, so we sell 300 and we buy 600 for this. We have enough for the performance, enough for number 4, number 5 product performance and size, so which is okay. And now it is number, we increase automation for that and set automation for this one. So we check the budget, right? Okay, we have enough budget, right? So that's good. So remember, update automation. So tip number 8 is we have added new capacity, we sell the surplus capacity, and also we increase automation, right? And now we come to the last but not least, the most important decision is the finance. For human resource, we often have no decision to set in round 1 to 3. It will started in round 4 and last to round 8, right? So now we set the decision for finance, right? So we can use 2 or 3 sources of funds, in early rounds to support our strategy. We need a lot of spending for R&D, a lot of spending for promotion and sales, capacity expansion in production. So we keep around 20,000 to 50,000 cash here to avoid the stock out. So if you are not sure, you can add 5,000 here or 10,000 here. If you want to make sure we have a lot of cash to operate the companies, then we can avoid emergency loans. So we check industry condition report as the last thing. Industry condition report here. We have very good sales here, right? Very good sales. If you want to compare, we can look at this, and then we have around 100 here, 100 here only. And now we increase sales by 30%. Contribution margin here 30%. We can increase that to 50% after a few rounds, increase each round. And about this, for the profit is not much, but we have to notice that it is long-term strategy game. We spend a lot on promotion and sales here, 14,000, and keep only 3,000 for profit in early rounds, but we can sell very well, faster than competitors. And then you can get top sale and profit from round 3 and 4 to lead the game on the round from 4 to 8. So in early round we spend a lot on promotion and sales here, right? Nearly 14,000, and keep only a 2 or 3% of net profit. We can increase that to 5, 10, 15 after each round. So that is the key to win the game, the long-term strategy game. So that's overview of all the top 10 winning tips for Capstone 2023 and 2024. If you need the free support, you can send the email. If you need the free support, you can send the email, and also you can download the free Excel files under this video in the comments link to calculate R&D and use that for marketing and production for 8 round. Again, thank you for watching. Good luck and success.